This is what we call our railway test facility, and it's a full-scale test. Obviously, we're not building an actual railway line, but it comprises 3 sleepers, a perfectly genuine foundation underneath it, ballast, a bit of sand, and a nice soil underneath that. And this is where we experiment to find out what really happens under a railway track. It's all to do with the foundations and how they behave. So the load we're going to put on it is a realistic load, the same as you'd get from a fairly slow-moving freight train. And we will be looking at how much the sleepers are settling under hundreds of thousands of load applications. And we can use this facility for all sorts of different purposes. Here you can see the 3 loading actuators that we use on the 3 sleepers. They can go up to 10 tons, and the way that a track works is that the rails distribute the load from the train, and so a 10-ton load on a sleeper is actually equivalent to 20 or a little bit more ton load from an axle on the train itself. So we're going up to freight train types of axle loads. And the way it works is we activate these one at a time in a rapid sequence. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that simulates the passage of a train relatively slowly along the track. The testing that we are doing here is for Geobear, and we have built this facility with a very soft subgrade. The testing is all about how to stabilize the subgrade using a polymer injection. So we've deliberately chosen a design of track, the subgrade itself, so that it will settle. We have already put 400,000 load applications on it, and that has led to a certain amount of settlement. Geobear will now apply their treatment, and we will see what happens. What we're looking at here are the 3 sleepers that we are testing. The loading is not exactly like a railway track. We don't have rails, but the loading will come through these large beams that you can see spread to the 2 ends of the sleeper in exactly the same positions that the rail would be fixed. So as far as the sleeper is concerned, it's receiving a load exactly as would be delivered by a train. You can also see these tubes sticking up. That's where Geobear are going to come in and inject their polymer. Those tubes or pipes go right through the ballast, through the sand, and into the soft clay underneath. And when they inject the polymer, it will go into that soft clay, will form a hardened network of polymer within that clay. It will lift the track up a little bit as well. And the expectation is that it will dramatically change the way that the settlement happens in the track bed.